Hello, today I want to teach you about the BRRRR method of real estate investing. This strategy is extremely powerful for building a real estate portfolio by reusing the same money over and over. The steps in this method are buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. Let's go ahead and run through an example of how this strategy works. In future videos, we will discuss how to get started without cash saved up. But in today's example, Matt has saved up $100,000. He's going to search for a property that costs around $80,000, but needs a little bit of cosmetic work. In getting started, you do not want properties that have issues with electrical, plumbing, the foundation, the roof, and other large ticket items because it is much harder to control and estimate the expense on those types of projects. We're looking to build passive income, not a construction business. Once Matt has found a prospective property in his price range, he will want to review comparable properties, often called comps for short. He should estimate his after-repair value, or ARV, and also establish what market rents are. His goal is to have an ARV that's about 35% higher than the initial investment. He also wants market rent to be about 30% higher than his monthly payment. Matt has found an interesting property for $80,000 and it appears to need a little cosmetic work. When he checks for rental comps, he finds a place that is similar square footage in the same neighborhood. It has the same number of bedrooms and bathrooms and is rented for $1,200 a month. He also finds a property that is very similar and sold for $135,000 in recent months. Matt will want to build out a team of people that will help to ensure he is successful on this project as well as future projects. The first key person is a real estate agent. Ideally, the real estate agent will also be a property manager because that makes the agent invested in his long-term success. The agent will get paid a commission by the seller based on the purchase price, and if she is the property manager, there will be ongoing income for her from the monthly rents collected. Once Matt's agent understands the strategy that he is using, she will be inclined to help him find properties because she knows that Matt is a serious buyer. As the property manager, she will handle the day-to-day needs of his tenants so that Matt does not have to. The second key person is the home inspector. He will be the one who tries to protect Matt from getting into a project that risks out-of-control renovation costs. He can also bring down the initial purchase price of the property by generating a report of work that Matt can use to negotiate down the purchase price. Most real estate purchase offers contain a contingency for home inspection. The next key person is the general contractor. Matt wants a contractor who delivers on time and as close to budget as possible. This is a very important piece of the puzzle because Matt is targeting properties that need work. Once Matt has established a relationship with the contractor, he can likely get him to come to home inspections so that he can have an extra set of eyes protecting him from a money pit property. Matt could possibly get by without all of these key people if he had enough knowledge about all of these things and wanted to put the time and work in himself. But he wants to create passive income rather than another full-time job, so this team is very important. Let's break down the reasoning behind the target percentages. In the beginning of this video, I mentioned that we are reusing the same money over and over again. Purchasing a property that is less desirable due to needing cosmetic repairs makes it easier to get the property with the right numbers because most buyers want a move-in ready home. In Matt's case, if he spends $80,000 on the purchase and $20,000 on renovation and repairs, he has invested a total of $100,000. When assessing comps, Matt wants to make sure that comps that are in good condition are selling for around $135,000, which is 35% over his investment. The more recent sale comps, the better because this is a big factor in what appraisers use for valuing a property. There are a few factors that play into why Matt wants rental value to be 30% higher than the monthly payment of principal, interest, and insurance. Since he wants to build passive income, he should budget 10% for a property manager fee. Then, depending on the type of property, he wants to budget 5 to 10% for maintenance on the property. Lastly, he has to account for the possibility that there will be vacancy sometimes, so Matt should save 5 to 10% of rents for that. There are some other possible considerations that you could add, but this is good enough to get started. That all adds up to 30% that will need to be subtracted from gross rents. After repairs, Matt will want to get the property rented out as soon as possible. Assuming he gets $1,200 like the rental comp, he would be in really good shape. Once he has the property rented out, he will want to start the process of a cash-out refinance. At this point, he owns this property outright, so on investment properties, he should be able to refinance about 75% of the appraised value. If Matt has done everything right, then the property should appraise for $135,000, so he should be able to get a loan for $101,250. This means that Matt will be able to pull out the entire amount of money he initially invested. Mortgage rates are historically low at the time this video is being made, but tend to be slightly higher for investment properties. The principal, interest, and insurance payment would be around $650 a month if you assume a 3.5% interest rate. When you subtract 30% from $1,200 to cover expenses previously discussed, you end up with $840 a month. Subtract the loan cost from that, and Matt ends up with $190 per month in free cash flow. He also has a property with $33,750 in equity and $101,250 to repeat this process all over again. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate if you smash the like button for the algorithm. Please comment below if you have any questions about the content of this video. I plan to do follow-up videos to discuss getting started with little or no money, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss them. Thank you.